Welcome back as we gaze out over the beautiful Inazuma night. As you can see, I think it's about time we try out Ayaka. She's not at her max potential yet, not even close, but she is doing pretty good. She's about level 7 or 6 in her talents. She's got her maxed out level, a full set of quite nice artifacts. You know, a lot of heavy focus on attack, crit rate, and crit damage. But, oh, and the Favonius sword for now, till I get a better one. Which also takes care of her energy recharge problems. But, yeah. Wait. There it is. Yeah, because she has that really high energy cost. I'm pairing her up with Mona, Sucrose, and Diona for now, to be replaced as better options become available, such as Shenhe, maybe Kokomi eventually, I can hope. And I understand Kazuha's a better choice. I need to use him again and actually look at his actual talents and stuff to figure out exactly why he's the better Animo choice for us. But this will at least get us our good old Viridescent Venerer shred ability. Debuff. Alright. Enough stalling. Off to the fireworks, or the smithy rather. This does not mean I'm abandoning anyone. I still plan on using Ol Hu Tao as well. I plan on using them both when it suits me.
Hajime, Mr. Aminoma, it's me.
Aminoma. Wait, wasn't that the name of one of the, wasn't that the name of the forgeable katana? Like Aminoma K something? Huh, if so, it's named after the guy. That's kind of cool.
Ah, Yoimiya. If I'm not mistaken, you must be here for some firework materials.
That seems like a pretty good assumption to me.
Seems like everyone knows how busy Yoimiya gets leading up to the fireworks show.
True. Well, I mean, what else would you be here for, though? I mean, I guess maybe those hair ornaments?
I'm very sorry. Would you be able to wait for a
No.
while? I have quite a backlog of weapons orders right now.
Oof. Unfortunately, I don't think we can wait. Also, those hair ornaments are a bit more intricate than I think what a smith would do. Probably more like a silver worker or something, a silversmith. Well, if they were made of silver.
No worry. Oh, wait. Actually, yeah. That could
Yeah.
be a problem. Some worries.
Trying to be understanding and considerate, but wait, no second. We have a very strict time constraint.
How about this? Do you need a hand? As long as we can get through your orders, you can help me process my ore, right?
True, but do any of us have any smithing experience, Yoimiya? How exactly would we help?
That will depend on my master.
Oh, you don't mind, do you, Mr. Aminoma? As you know, it's not long now until the Naganohara fireworks show starts.
Right. Also, are they both Aminoma? If so, I guess that's his son.
There's still a lot of fireworks left to make if I don't finish them on time.
Aw. Yeah. Troubles with procrastination. Or, well, perhaps it was just impossible to prepare early.
Talkative as ever, I see, dear child.
She is.
The essence of Amenoma art is patience and focus. When the mind is disturbed, it will show in the blade that is forged.
Sure. That doesn't really help with the lack of fireworks, though.
If you badger Hajime like this, you will only succeed in disrupting his concentration.
I see what your point is, yeah. Fair enough.
But this is a special circumstance, surely. The Naganohara Fireworks show is right around the corner.
Yeah. I mean, really, the only I don't know how urgent those weapons orders are. Perhaps they're orders directly from the office of the shogunate herself, or more likely the Tenryou Commission.
So give me your ore, and I will process it for you.
Ah. Amenoma Toga. He's a good guy, isn't he?
Huh? Master, you mean you'll do the work personally?
I think all the goodwill that Yoimiya has built up over the years it pays off.
Is that so surprising? It is, after all, the only option.
Ooh, I see some ore back there I want.
Thank you for helping out, Mr. Amenoma.
Amenoma.
You're quite welcome. The Naganohara Fireworks show is an important event. This I know well. In addition to this, I am indebted to Ryunosuke for all the business he has given me.
And I'm sure Yoimiya will be happy to continue giving you all of their exclusive business.
But Yoimiya, you should plan things more carefully in the future. Do not rush everything at the last minute.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was saying. You don't get into these kinds of problems if you prepare weeks or months in advance.
I'll try my best. In the future, I'll get some extra materials in to cover any unexpected changes of plan late in the day.
There you go.
Though for you, dear child, no matter how much you prepare in advance, it may never be enough.
Perhaps.
Excuse me. I will be back shortly.
Thank you, Mr. Amenoma.
Wow, Mr. Amenoma! Just look at the shape and size of these grains. It's beautiful. I'm at a loss for words.
I'm not actually sure what it is we had smithed here. Is it the, you said the grains. Is this like the black powder, basically? Actually, I don't think you used pure black powder for fireworks. It would just blow up.
It's been a while since I've seen you take up your tools, but it looks like your craft hasn't degraded one bit.
He is the master.
Of course. I have studied these techniques my whole life. They are impossible for me to forget.
Yeah, I suppose it's only a matter of whether your body can keep up with your knowledge.
So, have Amenoma Art and Naganohara Fireworks been working together for a long time already?
Sounds like it, Paimon. Were you not listening? He did mention her father.
Back in the day, it was my master, and Ryunosuke's
Oh,
father.
wow.
The people may have changed from one generation to another, but the ingredients required to make fireworks have remained the same.
Yeah. Some things just make tiny, tiny tweaks, but the core stays pretty much forever.
Hajime, in the future, this will be up to you.
Your and Yoimiya's partnership, and then someday you'll be in his place, and in Toga's place, and Togo's, and well, Yoimiya will have some child probably. And the cycle will continue.
I know.
All right, I won't bother you
Man.
guys any longer. Oh, remember to come and watch the fireworks.
He must be really swamped if he can't even stop banging for even a single second. I'm sorry we interrupted you,
Okay, time to head off.
Hajime.
Koichi probably isn't back just yet, but let's go wait for him.
Sure, we can talk in the meantime. Let's see, ooh. That's right, she has that. I have both the special sprint characters with me right now. I don't think there's a third one yet. Maybe someday we'll have a pyro version or a dendro version and a animo version. That'd be really cool, actually. An animo version, you turn into the wind.
Just as I thought, he isn't back yet. But not to worry, because actually, I've been hoping for a chance to have a nice long chat with you all day.
We've basically been having sporadic chats. But sure, I'll be glad to sit down under this nice cherry blossom tree and have a chat with you.
Sorry for dragging you with me everywhere.
Aw.
Everyone's been so good to me, though. It's all gone really smoothly.
Like I said, all that goodwill you've built up over the years. Everyone loves you.
Feels like Paimon has barely spoken a word this whole trip.
Yes, it's very unusual for Paimon to not get any words in. Usually you're the one, well, I guess you've just finally met your match, Paimon. Someone more talkative than you. It was nice just listening quietly.
I felt like I was neglecting you guys.
No.
So, I wanted to find an opportunity to catch up.
Yeah.
When we first met, I was in a hurry. We didn't have a chance to sit down and have a proper chat. You guys
Well,
are
what do you want to talk
travelers,
about?
right? So, where else did you go before coming to Inazuma?
Well, we started in Mondstadt and then we went to Liyue.
Ooh, sounds great! I heard they pretty much have no rules over there, right? So people
Basically,
are free to
well,
live their life however they want.
that's
Do
actually
whatever makes them happy.
kinda, but also not quite. I mean, there are rules. I mean, the Knights of Favonius will keep some level of order. They're not gonna let you just go around slaughtering civilians or anything like that. And also, the Knights of Favonius, they have a very strict rule book that you must follow, that we must follow as an honorary knight.
My pops actually received a gift from one of his old customers over there. It was from the winery or something.
Oh, very nice. Oh, and how could I forget the most important rule? No flying/gliding without a license. Get in big trouble like we did.
Dawn Winery! Their dandelion wine is super famous.
Very famous.
Yes, that's the one. I remember when he drank it. I've never seen him enjoy a bottle of wine so much in his life.
Maybe
He
I
was
should.
telling me all night about how good it tasted.
Maybe I should go open a bottle of wine right now. Nah, it's way too early for that.
My friend once said to me that only people with a strong will and a clear purpose decide to go traveling. Maybe it's to see a certain view or to fulfill a certain wish.
I mean, some people just like traveling. Well, I guess. Yeah, when I go traveling, I like to see, well, not necessarily certain views, but just views in general. But, yeah, for the traveler, though, here, it's definitely to fulfill a certain wish.
So, what made you guys embark on your treacherous journey to Inazuma?
To track down an enemy god. Well, kinda, but that's not really our primary goal. More to look for my lost brother.
And we're looking for answers from the gods, too.
Yep. We're kind of doing both at the same time. Seeking out any clues about that one god that separated us from our brother while trying to find him as well. I mean, we did sort of successfully find him, but he said we must continue on our journey, which I'm sure was quite upsetting for the traveler, being literally just face to face with him before he had to retreated into that portal. And the confusion of not understanding what his goals were, what he's been doing, and the fact that he's been clearly aligned with the Abyss. Which, yeah. I'm sure all the thoughts swirling in her head must be, it'll take a lot of time to work through them.
You were separated from your family because of a god?
Yeah. Don't worry, it wasn't the Shogun.
Oh. That must be really tough.
I'm slowly learning to cope.
I get it. Well, if that's how it is, then that's how it is. You know, I was going to
Man.
ask if you guys wanted to stay here in Inazuma.
I can't imagine. My poor brother. He didn't have a Paimon with him to keep him company either. He was all alone in this world as he set forth on his journey. Poor guy. And yeah, no, sorry, Yoimiya, but we can't stay forever. It's not as much fun as it would be to hang out with you and just light fireworks, I could introduce you to Klee, but we'll have to postpone that until I resolve all of this.
Unlike the outside world, what Inazuma seeks is eternity. In
Right.
other words, a state of tranquility where very little ever changes.
Yep. Just like how Japan was during the Tokugawa shogunate. Kind of a snapshot into. It's actually kind of cool. It was basically how little had changed in hundreds of years at that point.
The advantage of that is that if you're ever tired from your journey, Inazuma's a great place to come and rest.
I'll be sure to visit you, don't worry.
Let me put it this way. I was just worried that you might be getting weary. And if you keep pressing on in that state, you might start to lose sight of the things that made you want to start your journey in the first place.
Fair. Well, I hope that wouldn't happen. I mean, because what got us to start our journey in the first place is kind of important.
Sometimes. That's also just how it is.
Well,
When you're exhausted, everything becomes an uphill struggle.
true.
Keep trying to have fun. You won't be able to enjoy yourself if you're too tired.
That is very important advice, Yoimiya. Thank you. I think the traveler does need to hear something like that sometimes. Don't burn yourself out and cause yourself to become depressed and anxious just during your search for your brother. You know he's safe. You have confirmation of that at the very least for now. His general situation is a bit unclear, but
An adventurer friend of mine once told me that if you're too focused on reaching the end of the race, you'll miss a lot of opportunities and precious moments to be had along the way.
you know, that is kind of the, I suppose, running philosophy of this Let's Play as well. Or my playthroughs in general. I definitely try my best not to miss all the opportunities and precious moments along the way. I'll bear that in mind.
Don't worry though, I'm sure I can think of some way to get you feeling relaxed and happy.
Well, fireworks will be a good start. Well, I don't know if fireworks are relaxing per se, more exciting, but
And you're here now, so even if you're gonna leave eventually, I want to make sure you at least leave with fond memories.
you are just the best, Yoimiya, I swear. Like, the perfect friend. Exhausting friend, but a perfect friend.
Who knows? Once you're reunited with your family, maybe you'll find Inazuma the right kind of place to call home.
Maybe. I'll add it to my list of candidates.
I already have an idea of the color and type of fireworks I want to give you guys.
Aw.
I'll keep it a secret for now, though.
Seriously. You are so infectious. I love it.
Yoimiya, I'm back. Sorry to keep you waiting. Let's head over to the boat. Or, did you want to keep chatting a little longer?
No, it's fine. But one more point, Yoimiya. I think that'll also depend whether I can stay here long term. That'll kind of depend on what kind of note we leave off on with the Shogun. I think. We'll see. We just finished, as it happens. I think we'll have good relations with all the Archons by the time we finish each of the Archon quests, but we'll see.
Okay, good. Let's go then. Just act naturally, though. We don't want to raise any suspicion.
Yeah, it's the person who says that, and I'm looking at you very intently, who usually acts the most suspiciously. If you're trying too hard to act naturally, usually you're acting much more much less naturally.
If it can withstand the storms out on the ocean, it must be super sturdy, right?
I hope so. You don't need a ship like Beto's, really.
Absolutely. Rest assured that the quality is guaranteed.
Let's go confirm the boat's condition. It's gonna be a wreck, isn't it? Uh... That is that a paddle? This is a rowboat. Dude, you are going to die. No, I cannot in good conscience let you set out to sea in this. Like, this is good for a river and a lake. That is it.
That's way too small.
Yeah. Like, sure, it might be a quality rowboat, but that is, even without the storms, that would just not be suitable for the open ocean. You've clearly never been out to sea before. The first big wave you come across is going to destroy you. Makes me think of Atsuko. I don't actually get that reference. It is technically sturdy, though.
Can't be helped, I'm afraid. This is the biggest and sturdiest boat that I can provide. It's built from the finest Inazuman timber.
The problem is the size, for the most part, not the sturdiness. Like, you will capsize so easily. And also, with that paddle, I'm honestly not sure if you can even break through to the open ocean. It's not easy, necessarily.
Still, I'll be the first to admit that if he's planning to ride this into the storm, it's going to be exceedingly dangerous.
Yeah. Oh, right, it's not you who's going into the open ocean, it's the other guy. Yeah, I can't let him, in good conscience, go into the open ocean with this.
I'm also hoping Sakajiro won't have to use it. It's just there as a last resort.
I mean, you know what also is a last... I barely want to even consider this a last resort. A better last resort would be to continue going into hiding.
I gotta say though, Koichi,
Or-
it feels like your craft has improved once again.
Trying to swim it all the way to Liua.
I'm not the one you should be praising. It's all thanks to the guys who kindly pitched in.
I mean, it is a nice boat. I will grant you that. I just once again, I think you're used to making boats for getting between the islands in this archipelago.
To avoid detection, we each worked on our own materials separately, then assembled them secretly in the night. This is the largest we could afford to build. Any bigger, and there's no way it would pass the Tenryou Commission's inspection.
I mean, it could just be secret, and then you could set sail before they realize what's happening. Maybe.
Let's store the boat here for now then. I'll fill Sakajiro in when I get back. He'll need to make some preparations before setting sail.
Yes, like saying his last rites and writing his will. Just generally preparing himself for the inevitable death when he sets sail on this thing.
Uh-oh. Paimon feels really worried all of a sudden. Doesn't helping Sakajiro make you a collaborator in the eyes of the Tenryou Commission?
Oh, it very much does. But she's already been pretty deep in that. We are the ones who are now getting in too deep. But, I mean, we're basically doing that anyways since we're helping Ayaka. So, in for a penny.
Maybe it does, but I knew what I was getting into from the moment I agreed to help him.
Also, Yoimiya helped break a guy out of jail. And Kujo Sara saw her do it. We're already all probably on a list to keep, well.
My family has pretty good connections with the Yashiro Commission. We work very closely with them. And whenever there's a national event of any sort, the other two commissions come to us too.
Oh, well, that's cool. That will only protect you so far, though. If you're actively working against the Shogun, I doubt she will deem Fireworks so important that she would hesitate to eliminate you.
As long as I'm polite and respectful and don't cause a fuss, they won't look to cause trouble for me either. And anyway, to your point about collaboration, you've been helping out too, right?
Yeah, no, like I said, we are absolutely collaborators too. That's why I'm a little worried about how the Shogun is going to handle all of this.
That's true. This was all a collaborative effort.
Paimon, did you just realize that we are effectively helping a rebellion in Inazuma? Well, we actually haven't directly helped the rebellion effort yet. Because there is a legit armed rebellion. I imagine we eventually will. But, we are pretty close to it. Do we have to be the bad guys in Inazuma as well? I mean, whether we're the bad guys is a matter of perspective, really. To the shogunate, we kind of are. But Ayaka likes us, and she's a wonderful friend, and, well, if Ayaka likes us, that's enough. We were chased by the Millith and Leoa, too.
Ah, so you're seasoned crooks already, eh?
Yeah.
What I was worried about then.
We kind of are. We were framed for that. Or, no, we weren't even framed for that. We just sort of ran anyway because we didn't want to be questioned.
Anyway, thanks for everything, Koichi. And your fireworks are ready, so just go pick them up from my house whenever you want. While you're there, you can get my pops to settle the boat construction fees.
Wonderful.
Oh, don't worry about paying anything. Third Sis would be sure to scold me if she found out I'd taken Mora from the Naganoharas.
Third Sis. That makes me think of the Inquisitors from Star Wars. Oh, that's a very different game. This would be a very different game with them. But what is with everyone trying to avoid payment from her? That is not a healthy way to do business, Koichi. Gotta recoup your costs at least, right?
Who's Third Sis?
Man, Traveler looks very surprised.
Oh, let me explain this one. It's a story my pops told me. There used to be a thriving merchants guild in Inazuma. It got really prosperous.
Cool.
At one point, there were a dozen or so kids born around the same time to the families of the guild. They all grew up together, each of them learning their respective family's business. They were a tightly knit group of friends, but eventually, they all grew up and decided they each wanted to go into business themselves.
Aw. And they drifted apart?
It was inevitable that business would send them all to different corners of the world, and that they'd have far less opportunity to see each other in the future.
Honestly, though, yeah, that's just how childhood friendships typically go.
That's right.
Some
Just
people
before we went
are,
our separate ways. The eldest of the group suggested that we should all go watch some fireworks together one last time.
Aw. That's sweet. Some people are lucky enough to be able to maintain friendships across a lifetime, though.
They were all very ambitious types, and each had their own knack for doing business. One by one, they left, until Koichi was the only one of them remaining in Inazuma.
So I take it this was all before the Sakoku decree. Oh, wait. No, she said all across the corners of the world. I wonder if we'll meet any of these other merchants.
After that, he hardly saw them. But whenever one of them did come back to visit, fireworks would always be involved.
But now they can't, can they, because of the Sakoku decree?
Yeah. No matter how close you and your friends are, there's always going to be some distance after being separated for a long time. But as soon as the fireworks lit up the sky, it'd instantly take us right back to our childhood, and we'd be chatting away like in the old days.
Aw.
To us, those memories are eternal.
I'm sure the Shogun would be happy to hear that.
Oh, so this is what you meant when you were talking about commemorating things.
Yeah.
Yep, that's exactly right. That's why I can't let people down when they're counting on me for their fireworks. Anyway, I need to go update Sakujiro. See you, Koichi. Thanks again for your help.
Yep. Even though I once again must lodge my concerns about putting someone onto the ocean in this boat.
Yeah, I should get out of here too. I don't want to get caught red-handed.
Okay, story time.
Yeah?
So, whenever Koichi brings one of his friends from the trade association to see me, they always mention how they used to play with me when I was a kid, or
Aw.
held me once as a baby, or something.
Yeah?
But there are so many of them in that friendship group, and I don't remember anything from that age anyway. So I never have a clue who they are. One time, he shows up with another one of his friends, and the friend asks me if I remembered him. So I'm like, yes, I do. You held me once when I was just a baby. Koichi just bursts out laughing and says, actually, this is one of his carpenter friends.
Oh.
Turns out he's a lot younger than he looks. Just a few years older than me.
I mean, he could have held you as a
I
baby.
went bright red and must have apologized like a million times. It was so embarrassing.
Oh, Yoimiya. I like your stories. Let's see, where are we actually going? Ah, yes, back to her shop. I mean, it was a good strategy. Oh, yeah. Totally one of those friends. It backfired, sure, but... Oh, you all got a good laugh out of it. Maybe it's just me, but I feel like her sprint is faster. The ice makes her zoom. Wait, back here. You have a secret knock?
The boat is ready and waiting. I'll mark the location for you on the map. Before you leave, I recommend that you pack some food and water. You can never be too
Yoimiya,
prepared.
this was a last resort, remember? Don't, dude, don't do it. You will regret it. Sakajiro?
After how much effort it took to get back in, it's hard to convince myself to leave again. Especially when I'll be going up against the stormy ocean on a
Good.
tiny little boat. My prospects don't look great.
That is an understatement. Honestly, I would bet $1 million you don't survive.
Well, they won't look much better if you get caught by the Tenryo Commission.
That is how sure I am that you will die in that storm. I mean, it kind of might.
I'm afraid that sooner or later they are going to find you here. Time is starting to run out.
I'm sorry. I'll make sure to get out of here before they come. I promise I won't cause you and your family any more trouble.
There's got to be places you could hide. Maybe on one of the other islands.
I didn't mean it like that.
That way the boat doesn't go to
If we
waste,
ever
at
ran into
least.
any problems, I'm sure I'd figure something out. But if the Tenryo Commission does catch up to you, then make a run for the boat.
Okay, I won't let them catch me. But... no, I guess this whole trip was a waste in the end.
What was the goal of this trip for you again?
Why did you want to come back to Inazuma?
Yeah, thank you,
anyway?
Paimon.
Is there something you wanted to do?
I didn't used to like this place at all. That's why I left. But looking back on things now, I was really just running away from my responsibilities.
Ah, tale as old as time.
Once I started to realize that, I got restless. I couldn't stop thinking about the people and the things I'd left behind. So forget it. What does it matter now? It's too late anyway. I originally
mean-
wanted to make up for all my regrets, but instead, I found myself in the situation I'm in now.
It's not too late necessarily. Eventually this situation might pass.
What a pity.
Talk to us about it. Maybe we could.
I doubt it. But if you have family you want to reconnect with, perhaps we could help there.
If only there was no Sakoku decree, huh?
If only.
Anyway, don't worry. We're not going to bother you about it. We'll keep trying to buy you as much time as possible until you reach your final decision.
I can see why they force you to do these quests, the story quests, before continuing the main story, just because, well, they wouldn't exactly make sense if you could pick to do them after the fact, like all the other ones.
The Tenryo Commission. If only they weren't so overzealous, there might be a way.
Have we considered bribery? I don't know how susceptible they are.
Oh, that's right. That elderly couple, old customers of ours, Their son's in the Tenryu Commission, isn't he? Yeah, quite high up as well.
Ooh, we have an in. Or we have a lead, a thread to pull.
That's it. I'll go talk to them. Maybe they can do something.
Just be careful when you approach the subject, you know. When you broach the subject, I mean. Just, don't come out right and say it. Just sort of, you know, test the waters first.
Are you sure they won't just report me instead?
That's why I said to just test the waters first. How they'll react.
Oh, don't worry about that. They're really nice people. I know them well. They won't cause us any issues.
I like her tattoos.
All right. You should get back indoors, Sakujiro. We'll be back in no time at all. Okay, let's go. Time waits for no one. Wait, hang on.
Actually,
What about the fireworks? All those materials? There's so many orders to finish.
I think that's one of the Shogun's complaints, isn't it? She's like, damn it, time. Stop trying to ruin my eternity. I mean, do you need us to help you there?
Pops? Pops?
He's not going to be able to hear you, Yoimiya.
No, never mind. I know. I'll write him a note telling him to sort out the fireworks.
Sure, just make sure he actually sees the note first, otherwise he might not find it. Mia?
Why did you cut Paimon off earlier?
Because what he needs isn't an answer. Just time.
Fair enough. Is it an old... Oh, are they in, Konda Village? Yeah, they are. I just want to see, are there any, nice handguards for me to collect on the way there? I'm gonna take the long way there for that purpose. Oh, get back on there. It doesn't last very long, actually. I think sprinting all the way to that one island would actually be quite difficult. That one island being the one that, you know, the one we had to glide to. It's off the map. Ooh, hello. Oh, that's actually not freezing them. You have to get out of it first, I see.
Absorption test. Whirling snow. Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Love it.
Today is a lucky day.
Hi, because I think she's going to have a fun playstyle. Hu Tao does too. They all do. I haven't had a character I can't enjoy. Some more simple than the others, but all fun in their own way. You know what? We're here. It's technically exploration related, but... Gotcha. Now, I don't know if there's really a point to this. Is there a... Yeah, nothing really up there. Oops. Maybe there's something if you break all these. Ow. Ouch. Oh. So there's really nothing there for you. And it reverts back. Unless that goes in there. Yeah, probably that. Come on, get up there. There we go. Where did it go? Saw it. There it is. These Sealies are a lot harder to keep track of.
I shall treasure this good fortune.
Oh, there's another one over there. I shouldn't. But it is right here.
on you.
Oh yeah. Nice. Love it.
My apologies.
That's not the max, you know, not the optimal way to use her, but we don't need to use her optimally when we're not in the abyss.
Whirling snow. Animal test 6308.
Got him?
I shall treasure this good fortune.
Alright. That is enough screwing around, Ayaka. I'm sorry, we have things to do. People to help. The only problem with this party over my previous one is that it doesn't have Electro built in. Also, probably can replace Hutao now. I suppose, actually, you know what? It's less than optimal and she doesn't get the extra crit chance. But I could actually put Official in this party for exploration purposes. Or perhaps, it's fine. With Sucrose. Where are we? Old couple. There they are. So you guys are with the Tenryou Commission, are you? And high up in it as well?
Well, if it isn't Yoimiya, come on in, dear. Come and take a seat.
You're gonna serve us some delicious, delicious tea.
Are these two your friends?
Yes, they're travelers from afar. Outsiders have a very difficult time getting into Inazuma nowadays.
Yeah, no kidding.
Indeed, these are unprecedented times. But seeing as they came all this way, we locals should give them a warm welcome.
Aw, well that is sweet of you.
Oh, before I forget, I brought the fireworks that you ordered.
Nice.
Oh, thank you, dear. Your family is so good to us every year. First your father, and now you.
You're old enough that you probably remember her father's father.
I wonder if I'll still be around to see the next heir of Naganahara Fireworks.
I think that's what his way of nudging you, saying you should get started on a family or something.
Of course you will. You're both in great health. Don't say things like that. It's bad luck.
Yeah, she's got a point there, guys. Raising that death flag.
We aren't as young as we once were, though. The body knows it. It used to be that I could spend all day working the land, carrying water back and forth. But now, even a moment of light work leaves me with all sorts of aches and pains.
Yeah. So you guys are retired then? Just working your little farm here?
I wanted to do some weeding yesterday,
Or just
but
general yard work?
as soon as I bent down to get started, I suddenly felt that if I went any further, I wouldn't be able to get back up again.
Sorry to hear that, Kaori.
No worries. Say no more. We'll handle it.
What, the yard work?
No, no, no. We can't be putting you to work when you're a guest in our home. I'll just go fetch the tea and some snacks.
Ah, there it is.
And then we'll continue our conversation.
I like this guy. Yes, tea and snacks, please. It'll keep Paimon happy, too.
It's fine. It's not like it's the first time I've helped you with chores. I just haven't had much time recently with the fireworks show coming up. But once that's out of the way, I'll be sure to come by more often.
Yeah, you know, I didn't really notice it before, but Paimon is much quieter when Yoimiya's around.
It's no trouble, really. We don't mind helping.
Right on cue, Paimon. Thanks for ruining my point. Thank you.
Oh, you're such good kids. As for mine, he's all grown up now.
Oh.
Hasn't found anyone yet. and he doesn't visit very often.
I'm sorry to hear that. I wonder if it's anyone I've seen or know. Or we'll meet.
If you're quite sure it's no trouble, then
I don't recall anyone named
have
Imatami,
some
but...
pickled radish here. Would you mind delivering it to Satoru on the other side of the village?
Yeah, it would be no problem. No trouble.
Sure, it won't take us a moment.
Maybe we'll be back before the tea is ready.
The old folks aren't very mobile, so come on, let's help them out. We'll get rid of the weeds first, and then deliver the pickled radish.
Yeah, sure thing. So, what do we need? Oh, I see. Now that is how you get rid of weeds. Jeez. Well, if you ever want to retire from the Yashiro Commission, you have a future in yard work and landscaping.
Yeah, you got it! And that should just about do it. Satoru is on the other side of the village. Let's go see him now.
Sure thing. I say it every time, I'm pretty sure, but the background music in Inazuma is just so relaxing and wonderful. Hey, Satoru.
Hey, Satoru. How have you been? Keeping well?
Yeah, same as usual. Not much has changed. You're looking full of life, as always.
Yes, yes. She is very full of life.
All thanks to the support of our loyal customers. The family business just keeps getting better and better. We sold some fireworks to Liu a while back, and word is they were a real hit.
I wonder...
So it looks like we'll be getting more business from over there in the future.
I wonder if those fireworks were used in the Lantern Rite festival. I mean, fireworks were involved. I wonder if those ones were Naganohara fireworks. Granted, well, I was going to say I don't know how you sold them to Liwa, but there is some level of trade through Rito and Beidou, who for whatever reason I guess is on good enough terms with the Shogun to be allowed to make that trip back and forth.
That must mean a lot more work for you, though. Are you sure you and Mr. Ryunosuke can manage?
Either that or the Shogun just doesn't approve of it, but it doesn't care enough to stop it.
If it gets too much, don't forget, you can always ask me for help.
No, it's no trouble.
We should be fine. I think we can cope. Oh, yeah. This is some pickled radish from Mrs. Imatani.
Oh, wow. Thank you so much. I never used to be a fan of pickled radish, would you believe?
No?
But then I tried some of Mrs. Imatani's homemade stuff, and I couldn't get enough of it. It's a family staple now.
Pickled things in general are lovely.
Speaking of your family, how's everyone doing?
They're doing well. We have the occasional heated argument, but I guess that's every family ever.
Yeah, just about.
Being close to family is better than never getting to see them, even if it does mean putting up with some conflict. Now, Mr. and Mrs. Imatani seem to have a great relationship, but still, they must get lonely with their child never visiting.
Yeah, what is up with that? We should go have a talk with this child of theirs. Tell them to go visit home.
Huh, they didn't seem that way to me. I think they're just used to it.
Maybe, but it would make their day to have a visit from their kid.
You make a good point, though. I should drop by more often in the future. That way, they won't get so bored.
That is good, too. But still, it would mean the world to them to have their child visit them.
Oh, I'm sure they'd love that. As would all of us in Konda Village. You're always welcome here.
Thank you. Now that we finished all the chores, it's time to talk to the Imatanis about Sakajiro.
Yeah. Once again, though, I need to stress, don't just come charging out the gate with it. Like, hey, can you help us hide this this fugitive, but test the waters first. Probe them.
That was quick. Ah, young people are so handy.
You are very welcome.
Younger people have bundles of energy, and older people have a wealth of wisdom. Each have their strengths.
Very true, Yoimiya.
Speaking of youth, do you know what? It's been 50 years this year.
Oh? Since what?
Oh, so it has. Goodness, how the time flies. You barely notice as the years go by, but then suddenly,
Yeah.
50 years have passed.
Time just flies quicker and quicker as you age too.
50 years since what? Some important day?
Well, if you must know, it
Wait.
was 50 years ago, back in the days when this young lady was still trying to win me over, that...
It's your 50th anniversary.
Oh, stop trying to impress them. We both know you were the one who was hopelessly smitten and desperately trying to win my affection.
Well, maybe you're right. 50 years ago, I proposed to my wife at the Naganahara Fireworks show. We've been together ever since.
That's such a... What a great place to propose. Congratulations to you both. 50 years.
To tell the truth, I was still a little uncertain. I wasn't sure what I was doing when I walked into the Naganahara's shop and ordered my firework.
Oh?
Even as it was rising up into the sky, I still had no clue what I was going to say.
Well, it seems to have worked out.
But then it exploded, the sky lit up. I looked back at her and saw her eyes twinkling in the light of the fireworks. Before I knew what was happening, apparently, I'd already said it. And, well,
Yeah.
she said yes.
Any good, truly good, healthy relationship like that, in the end, it doesn't really matter how you do it. Because both parties will already want to say yes anyways.
50 years.
So it's the effort
In
that
some ways,
matters.
it's a long time. In others, it's no time at all. Really, it's just a number.
Well, I suppose.
But 50 years of being together? Now that is something worth commemorating.
Yes, it is. If I can find him, I'll be sure to have a talk with your son. Make sure you kick his butt and get him back here for you.
I had no idea it was your 50th anniversary. If I'd known, I would have made some extra fancy fireworks just for you.
Yeah, that's, well, nothing we can do about it now.
Oh no, it's quite all right. We always set off the same firework every year. It wouldn't be the same without it.
The same one as that first time. Yeah, there's I can see the sentimental value in that.
Seeing that firework go off takes us right back to those days. Even at this age, we still look back with not a single regret.
What a great relationship they have.
Yeah, they really do.
Enough about us, though. Yoimiya, aren't you busy with the fireworks show coming up? Was there something you needed to discuss?
She very much is, and she very much does.
Yeah, it's a difficult thing to talk about, but here goes.
Yoimiya tells the Imatanis about...
Sakujiro.
Yeah.
So he came back.
Oh, he knows him. That actually probably makes it a little easier.
Huh? You know him?
He was our boy's best friend when they were young. They were inseparable. They grew up together, shared everything with each other, and went everywhere together.
Huh.
But one day, they had a terrible argument.
Is this what led Sakujiro to leave Inazuma?
Sakujiro seemed to feel that Inazuma was too
Oh,
peaceful
no.
and wanted to see what the outside
It
world
was
was
about
like.
him wanting to leave Inazuma. And your son obviously didn't take too well to that.
But our Keisuke took after his father and mother. He felt that there was nothing wrong at all with being peaceful.
There isn't. But some people crave excitement.
You know what children are like. They get terribly worked up about these sorts of things. In the end, Sakujiro stormed off, and that was that.
And they haven't seen each other again since. Man, we need to make sure Sakujiro gets to see this guy. See their child again. You know, make up.
I see.
Keisuke said nothing to me or my wife about the fight. We could sense that he was very hurt by it, but he didn't want to talk with us about how he was really feeling.
Right.
Eventually, whether out of pent-up anger or for some other reason, he joined the Tenryou Commission. He rarely comes home anymore.
Well, probably to prevent other people from leaving. You know. Wishes he could have stopped his friend.
If it was anything else, I could talk to Keisuke, and I'm sure he'd be willing to help.
But
since it's Sakujiro, I don't feel there's any way we can get involved.
right. We'll have to talk directly to Keisuke, I think. Try and convince him to meet his old friend.
What a strange coincidence. Who'd have thought?
Granted, that's a very dangerous route to take, depending on how much Keisuke wants to reunite and make up.
I understand now. When I asked Sakujiro why he came back, he just said because of past mistakes and wasn't willing to elaborate.
Yeah, I think we found what that past mistake was. I mentioned before trying to get him in touch with family. I don't think it was family he needs to get in touch with, though.
Now I finally understand why he can't decide what to do.
Two best buddies in childhood. One grows up to join the Tenryou Commission, the other grows up to join the Tenryou Commission's most wanted list.
Damn it, Paimon. I guess this is fate.
Well, no worries. If that's the case, then never mind. We can find some other way to help Sakujiro. There's no need to make things difficult for you. This sounds like something for Sakujiro and Keisuke to resolve between themselves.
I agree there. But yeah, there's no need for these two specifically to be involved.
Yes. It'd be so nice if they could go back to the way things were.
I think after all these years, they ought to let go of their grudges.
I think at least one of them is willing to try. So we don't know yet whether Keisuke is as well. But I hope he is.
Well, can't say we didn't try. I'll let Sakujiro know after we get back.
Sure. Well, and before he's been found by the Tenryou Commission and the person who found him is Keisuke. I'm half expecting that. We're back.
Mia, something bad's happened.
Yeah.
Some people from the Tenryou Commission came by.
I could feel that one coming. It's the story beat that made the most sense.
Huh? Why? Do they know?
I like to see when my nose for tropes and story is still sharp.
Pops, are you alright? They didn't do anything to you, did they?
It doesn't seem they did. Seems like they probably took it surprisingly well that we were sheltering him.
I told them the show was starting soon and the place was filled with fireworks, so they shouldn't go in because it's a fire hazard.
But they probably had a tip.
But they didn't listen. It seemed like they knew Sakujiro was inside. Luckily, Sakujiro heard them coming in time and managed to escape through the window. The Tenryou Commission wasn't able to capture him.
Oh, okay, so they didn't get proof that you were a collaborator.
Oh, this is bad news. I don't think Sakujiro had enough time to make his mind up.
He might be at the boat.
Pops, did you see where he went? Oh, the Tenryou Commission will definitely be chasing after him.
Did you catch any of their names?
Good point. Names. Reading names. Suddenly showing up like this. Surely it must be Keisuke's doing.
That's a good assumption, maybe. Except for the fact that, you know, I don't think Keisuke knew that he was hiding here. It's possible, actually, that maybe Keisuke or Sakujiro was trying to reach out to Keisuke, and so he came after him.
The commission wouldn't normally cause this big of a fuss over a stowaway.
Yeah, that kind of response, it very well might be him. Probably is.
Sorry, my ears are no good. And I didn't get a good look at them either. If you're wondering which way they went, they left the city.
Yeah, I think we should check the boat first.
I wish I'd caught their names. But I didn't hear a thing.
As it happens, I did.
Oh, Morihiko.
I was getting some ore from my friend's place and happened to bump into them on the way over. I think their leader's name was Keisuke, just like you said.
Yeah, that's all the confirmation I need.
Just as I thought. Thanks. If Sakujiro still hasn't made up his mind, those two running into each other won't solve anything. And even worse, there'll be no coming back from it for Sakujiro.
Perhaps, but...
We can't let that happen. Come with me. Let's track them down.
Like I said, probably by the boat. Sliver of hope. And together under the fireworks. Oh, wait. Are those the three children?
Saka and his friends.
Yeah.
Let's ask them.
Hey, kids.
Hi, Yoimiya. Are the weapons to scare away the great Mujina yokai ready yet?
Not yet.
Oh, Mr. Ryunosuke is making them right now. You can go collect them from my house later.
Aren't you gonna play with us, Yoimiya?
Aw. Unfortunately, Saika, has very urgent news, or business, rather.
I'm sorry. I have something important to do right now. I'll be back later on. But I'll bring you guys some candy next time. The extra sweet candy, the one you guys love.
Yay! We're gonna get candy! Woo-hoo!
Nice one.
Candy! Whoa-ho!
Whoever voice acts for the children is always does a good job.
Also, I wanted to ask you guys something. Did you see a bunch of scary-looking men come by here at all?
Yep, we did. It looked like they were chasing someone.
Did you see which way they went? It was towards the water, wasn't it?
Are they trying to catch a monster too?
Not a monster, no.
No, don't worry. It's all just a big misunderstanding. Be good kids and stay out of trouble, all right? Stay in the city for now, and I'll come play with you after the fireworks start.
We will. We'll be on our best behavior, especially for you, Yoimiya.
Aw. Good kids, aren't you?
It looks like this is the right way. Let's keep going.
No, maybe,
If Sakujiro still hasn't made up his mind, I guess I'll have to step in.
Well, we can't go beating up his friend, Keisuke. Or their child, for that matter.
Look! There are people from the Tenryu Commission
There
over
they
there.
are.
It must be them.
Keisuke, is that you? No. That's Yoshitaka.
Sorry, official business. I can't let you pass.
It would be very easy to go around.
Sakujiro and Keisuke are up ahead, right? We need to talk to them about something.
Didn't you hear me? You're not getting past.
Ugh, what a nuisance! Well, you've only got yourself to blame.
Yoimiya, you sure you wanna assault the Tenryu Commission? I feel like that's probably a crime. I actually forget what all of her, Alright, her skill makes her pyro-infused.
I must withdraw.
Oh yeah. Gotcha. Oh, there's more.
Enhanced animal module decided by destiny.
Withdraw.
How dare you impede the work of the Tenryu Commission?
Yeah, this was Not our smartest move, I will admit.
You will be punished for your actions.
Very probably.
There is nowhere you can escape justice. Not even at the edges of the world.
Well, actually, the edges of the world we might. I mean, if we just get past Inazuma's borders, really. I doubt the Shogun would personally go to other lands to punish us.
Look at that. The one with the loudest mouth had the fastest feet.
They usually do.
We can't waste any more time on these guys. Let's push on. They should be just ahead.
All right. Oh, there they are. Oh, no. Yeah, he's got the boat. Don't do it, Keisuke. You will regret it.
Your skills with the sword have stagnated, Sakujiro.
Oh, I didn't realize he had trained in the sword.
You should have known that you stood no chance against me in a duel.
Why did you challenge him to a duel?
I never imagined I'd fall into your hands. If this is to be my fate, I accept it. I have nothing else to say.
Are you sure about that? I feel like there's a lot of things you probably have to say.
But your return says that you finally came around to my point of view.
I mean, kinda.
Whatever you say. You will return with me to the Tenryou Commission to await your sentencing. The one who made this boat will also be punished.
Wait! It doesn't have to end like this. Don't you have anything else to say to one another?
Hey, I know you. You're Naganahara's girl, who makes the fireworks.
That she does.
I know you like to get involved in other people's business, but stay out of this. It does not concern you.
I guess he does not realize that she was helping hide him.
It's okay, Yoimiya. The past is the past.
Then why did you risk life and limb to get yourself back into Inazuma? And why were you so reluctant to leave after you got here? I'll tell you why. This is why. This is the chance you've been waiting for. To talk everything through.
It is, probably.
I have nothing to say to him. He's a criminal. I work for the Tenryou Commission. There is never any room for discussion.
I think you're lying to yourself, Keisuke. You're being blinded by your old angers.
Out of respect for the friendship we once had, I gave him a chance to fight for his freedom. But his skills with the sword are as disappointing now as they ever were.
I see, so you challenged him to the duel. I don't think he wanted his freedom, though.
What are you talking about? And just who do you think you're kidding? You left all your subordinates back there to guard the road.
He did.
Making sure no one else followed you here. Seems to me like you were hoping for a chance to talk.
Yeah, she's got you there.
I can see it in your faces. You both have so much to say. And you're just gonna choose to keep it all inside?
Yeah, it's at the moment of truth, they are both incredibly stubborn. No one, neither wants to blink first.
Don't flatter yourself. What would you know?
She's personal friends with your parents, you know. Keisuke, does she have to have a talk with them? Have them, ground you, put you, have them scold you.
Yoimiya, leave it. It was just my wishful thinking.
No, I won't leave it. I will not stand by and watch when you haven't even done anything.
Yeah, this is the moment of truth there, Akajiro.
Keisuke, you seem to like settling things with a duel, so let's do it your way. I challenge you to a duel.
Oh?
If I win, then you need to say everything that's in your heart. No more running from your feelings.
I like your idea, Yoimiya.
And the same goes for you, Sakujiro. If I win, you will tell Keisuke
Wait, are you gonna duel both of them?
why you came back, no matter what the consequences are. You have to tell him everything.
Yeah. I guess you beat Sakujiro by proxy, since he lost to Keisuke.
If you don't say anything now, you may never have another chance.
He very much will not have another chance if he fails now.
And if you lose?
Then I'll admit to collaborating with Sakujiro and accept the Tenryou Commission's punishment.
Ooh. You're leaving us out of that, right? Yoimiya? Please? Though you're not gonna lose.
Yoimiya.
I accept. Let's settle this with a duel.
Just for your record,
Sir,
Yoimiya.
We're here to back you up.
I am actually gonna make it a...
Duels are supposed to be one-on-one! Alright, that's it! Let's help Yoimiya! We can't
No.
fight them all alone!
Yes, we can. It will make it much more,
I must withdraw.
There will be no room for complaints. No, I see pointing at. Stop that.
I must.
There we go. Oh, he's got more.
Fire hazard!
Come on. Oh, we got a burst. Oh yeah, gotcha.
Withdraw.
I don't know what effect that is on him, but I wonder if he has infinite backup. Gotcha.
Sir, they are too strong. We need more men.
This was a duel, Yoshitaka. You interrupted a sacred duel.
Stand down.
What?
I thought I told you to stay away. Now stand down.
It's nice to see that he wasn't, wasn't on with his approval. Well, no, once they showed up, you definitely accepted their help without question. You were pointing them at us and everything.
Yes, sir. Sorry.
Yoshitaka leaves in a panic.
Young lady, you are just as obstinate as Sakujiro was back then.
Oh, she is a brick wall.
Why were you so convinced that we had things to say to each other?
Because we know your parents.
Because Sakujiro may not have told me about you when he came back, but he did order a firework from me.
Yeah?
Then your parents told me about what happened between you when you were younger. Once I'd heard the story, I realized that the firework meant something special to you both. And that's why I simply refuse to believe that you have nothing to say to each other.
Yeah, I mean, even if it's harsh words, you certainly have something to say to each other.
Nobody sets off a firework to feel lonely, do they?
Aw.
The reason I came back is that I felt lost. It wasn't that I'd changed my mind, I just felt that what I'd done in the past was to try to escape from reality.
Right.
I saw the freedom of Mondstadt, the contracts of Liyue, the wisdom of Sumeru, and the justice of Fontaine. It all left a deep impression on me.
A little prelude to what the archons of those two nations are like.
I was glad that I'd left Inazuma, but then I happened to hear about the Sakoku decree.
Right.
I was an escapee, and I was proud of that. What I should have tried to do is take the good things from the outside world and bring them back home.
I mean, that actually directly violates the Sakoku decree, but...
So that's why you came back? Out of your naive hope of changing the way things are here?
No, I let go of all those delusions of grandeur. I just felt that I never should have run away like that. After all, you never ran away.
Aw.
Huh?
He respects you, Keisuke.
I don't know about you, but life hasn't been easy for me. But I just had to come back and visit. It was like fate was calling me, and I couldn't ignore it any longer.
Life isn't easy for anyone.
Oh, yeah. Well, for most people at least.
I truly worship the Raiden Shogun. Her ideas were my personal creed, and I desired nothing more than to see her will done.
That explains why you would join the Tenryou Commission. They are, I think, the most aligned with the Shogun's personal will.
But now, my role is to punish violators of the Sakoku decree and confiscate people's visions. It's not what I signed up for when I joined the Tenryou Commission.
Aw. Right. Yeah, I really want to hear from the Shogun herself what her idea behind the Sakoku decree and the Vision Hunt decree are. She surely believes that they are actually a good thing, but I want to hear her reasoning.
I do wonder, am I really doing the right thing?
No. Now hug and make up.
The boat is yours.
No. He will die on the open ocean. Don't do that to your friend, Keisuke. He'd be better off being taken back to the Tenryou Commission to be sentenced.
Huh? I couldn't make you stay in Inazuma, but that doesn't mean I want to keep you here by force.
Aw. Keisuke. Still, though.
What will you say to the higher-ups?
Don't worry about that. I'll handle it. If you want to come back, I hear the process of returning to Inazuma from the outside world is long and complicated, but it can be done.
Right.
I will lend you my help, but until then, you'll have to wait. And don't kick the bucket on the way out.
Yeah, sure, but can you just take the boat to Rito instead? I mean... yeah, it's, I don't want him to die.
Don't worry, Keisuke. I won't. Any chance we can watch the fireworks together?
Maybe next time.
No, this time, please. Well, there's a show coming right up. A festival. Inscrutable silence.
I'll be demoted for sure.
It depends on what your subordinates say.
It's not like me to give in to childish sentiment like this. I can't explain why I went through with it.
Casual crab. Thanks, crab. Really added to the moment. That boat.
It's the one that Sakujiro planned on using for his escape. I asked Yoshitaka and the others to transport it here, citing the temporary contraband storage clause.
You were always planning on letting him escape. Yeah. You weren't expecting him to lose the duel.
Forcing Sakujiro to this spot was also something I had planned all along.
Yeah, the crab is still going. I'm gonna get you after this.
It's just like you said, Yoimiya. Even though I hadn't fully made up my mind, my actions betrayed my intent.
But I think you did the right thing.
There's another one
and
coming.
Look, now you've managed to resolve the grievance in your heart by talking about it.
I understand.
Well,
Thank
on
you.
the road to recovery, at least.
I didn't know you were quite so perceptive. You saw right into what I was thinking.
Now, Keisuke, we have to have a talk about you never visiting your parents. What are you thinking? Do you know how lonely they are without you? How much they miss you?
That's only because I know your parents so well. They're both really nice people, so I didn't think the apple would fall too far from the tree.
I had heard there was a new Naganohara running things these days. Little loud and reckless, maybe,
A little.
But you live up to the family name. By the way, Naganohara Fireworks can reproduce the firework that the two of us set off back then, right? Would you be able to make one for me?
Do you got the paper slip?
Sorry, no can do. Without the slipper reference, I can't make the same one again. And I'm afraid Sakujiro is the one with the slip.
He did order the firework already, though, didn't he?
Ah, I see. Never mind then.
Don't get too down just yet, though. I mentioned that Sakujiro ordered
Yeah.
a firework from me, didn't I?
That's what I was saying.
I can't make another one, but I'm guessing Sakujiro probably won't be needing his anymore. It'd be a shame for it to go to waste, so I'll make an exception and let you set it off instead.
Aw.
Thank you very much.
No worries. And don't miss out on the start of the fireworks show.
Seriously, I hope we don't miss it. Keisuke also leaves.
The way you took command of that whole situation was amazing!
Yeah, they didn't stand a chance against the force of your personality.
What can I say? I like to talk. I'm a strong believer in the power of words. If you're not willing to communicate, then the problem just sits there.
Yeah.
If you just keep staring at it without doing anything, eventually you'll watch every last opportunity to resolve it slip away before your eyes.
Poor communication is the cause of a lot of woes.
Sakujiro and Keisuke can't turn back the clock in their relationship, but that's no reason to live with remorse. Anyway, follow me. I'll bring you to the perfect place to watch the fireworks.
Thank you. I cannot wait.
My pops will set off the firework that I wanted to give to you.
Now, where's that saw crab? Gotcha. One. And where did the one that came over here go? I told it I would get it. I meant it. There you are. Gotcha. Haha. You thought you could escape me. Fool. Oh, it's gonna be right up there. That's kind of cool. This seemed to be a good place for festivals. Hello. Oh, Yashiro Commission. It's hard to tell y'all have the same uniforms. But Yashiro Commission makes sense since they're, you know, it's a festival. Now this is cool. She even if I stop moving, she stays in that form. I'm not sure if that applies to Mona too. Oh yeah, it does. Oh, there he goes. Dude. Please don't die.
Huh?
Oh, he gets to see the fireworks, though. Oh, man. Now that's a fireworks show.
Oh, it's...
Is that yours?
Keisuke.
Aw. Man. You made a lot of fireworks, Yoimiya.
These fireworks, what do they mean to you?
That's a wonderful question, Paimon.
Yoimiya? Shh. Huh? Oh.
The one time she has no words is when she's watching the fireworks. I like that.
That was amazing. It was so beautiful I could weep.
It was lovely. Truly, Yoimiya. Truly, truly lovely. You and your father are excellent, excellent craftsmen.
I didn't actually cry though, right? I just feel a bit misty-eyed.
I didn't see any tears, but it was very pretty. Not from you, at least. Definitely from Sakujiro.
Oh, remember that big one that went up first? The gold one?
Yeah.
That's the one I had Pops make for you.
Oh, and thank you for letting it be the opening as well.
Oh, Paimon saw it. It was one of the best ones. They won't forget that anytime soon.
Nope.
That's what I wanted to hear. I was hoping it would leave a deep impression on you guys.
That was a beautiful fireworks display, Yoimiya.
No matter where your journey takes you, and no matter what hardships might lie ahead, I hope you'll always be able to look back fondly on the fireworks you saw tonight.
Oh, I will. And this is a great spot you picked to watch them, too.
I believe that as time goes by, this firework will only grow brighter and more beautiful in your heart. Oh, and also, you're technically my customers now.
Oh, yeah.
Here, this is your paper slip.
Thank you.
If you ever want to see that golden firework again, just come and see me.
Thank you for your kindness and the firework. Thank you for them both.
You know, Yoimiya, you seemed to turn into a completely different person during the fireworks. You were so quiet, and it was like you couldn't hear anything at all.
Yeah?
Oh, I can hear you. I just have a habit of being silent while I'm watching fireworks.
Yeah.
Quietly watching something you made with your own hands rise into the sky feels like a sacred ceremony to me. You asked me what fireworks mean to me, right?
Yes, she did. Very curious about your answer.
Yep. Well, for Koichi, who built the boat for us, and his friend, Third Sis, fireworks commemorate friendship.
Right.
For Keisuke's parents, they commemorate marriage.
Right.
And for Keisuke and Sakujiro, they were commemorating...
Okay, Paimon, this is besides the point, but I gotta bring it up. Why did you say Keisuke's name 2 separate ways? One after the other. Not even a sentence apart. Unwavering beliefs, right?
Oh yeah, right, beliefs!
As for me, to be honest, even though I've thought about it countless times before, I still haven't found an answer.
Nah, you haven't, huh? Yeah, I think you just enjoy the fireworks.
Seriously? Huh. Paimon was expecting something deep and philosophical.
I don't think Yoimi is the deep and philosophical type of person, though. You know, she is, well, she is who she is.
Well, no one's ever asked me this before, so I've never really settled on an answer. It was by chance that I happened to be born into the Naganohara family.
Right.
So it was by chance that I ended up learning this craft from my pops.
But it suits you quite well. It seems you've really taken to it and truly love the craft.
It's also by chance that I've met so many people, learned so many things, and discovered that people associate watching fireworks with the things that are most precious to them.
Right.
Fireworks that disappear in a flash of light are probably the furthest thing away from the eternity that our shogun desires.
I suppose that's actually kind of true. They are just about the exact opposite of the, or the embodiment of the exact opposite of the shogun's will.
But people's feelings don't just disappear.
But?
And it's those feelings that give fireworks their purpose. If nobody wanted to watch fireworks, then they wouldn't exist.
That's very true. That's another kind of eternity.
Also, consider this. You have to have the Naganoharas because so many people are emotionally invested in the existence of fireworks. If we didn't exist, their wishes would go unfulfilled, wouldn't they?
Someone else might be able to make them, but they wouldn't be the same.
You know, I don't really think about complicated things like this very often.
Like I said, she's more of a fly by the seat of her pants kind of person. Very impulsive. Not necessarily the deep thinker, sits and ponders for a long time kind of person.
But I'm proud that I was born into the Naganohara family and have the chance to make so many pretty fireworks.
And that is the end of that. And the next part of the Archon quest begins.
Not such a bad place. Paimon's having a pretty good time. But we should probably go and see about the next operation that Toma and Ayaka were talking about.
We
right?
probably should.
As usual, it's the first stop, Komori Tea House. Are you ready to head over?
Well, let's talk to Yoimiya really quick.
I think I'll stay here for a bit longer. The show is still not quite over in my heart.
Aw, take as much time as you need, Yoimiya. I hope to see you again sometime. And like I said, I really, really need to introduce you to my friend Klee. I think you two would just... Well, you're two peas in a pod. You would really hit it off. You best of friends in the making. I can see it now.
Oh, but if you wanted to chat, I'll happily oblige.
Oh. What do you want to do afterward?
Matsuzaka and the others are still waiting for me so we can go hunt down the great Genshin
All right.
Yokai.
I wanted to take
I'm
part
like a
in
big
that.
sister to them, so I can't go back on my word.
Make sure don't forget the candy.
Also, I want to go and ask everyone what they thought of the fireworks. And over the next few days, I'd also like to thank everyone for their support. That includes you and Paimon too, of course.
Ah, you're welcome.
I think I'll stay here. Oh, but if you wanted to chat, I'll happily
Are
oblige.
fireworks expensive?
For you guys, I'll do it for free.
Aw. How do you stay in business? Actually, no, you're exactly the same problem as all the other people. All of you are always offering to do things for free for each other. You're good friends, I suppose.
I did kind of force it on you after all. Not to mention that I dragged you along with me and gave you all sorts of trouble along the way.
Nah, I enjoyed the
I'd feel
little
bad if I
excursion.
charged you anymore,
You sure? I feel bad.
It's fine. Look, how about we make a deal? After you find your brother, tell him to come to Naganohara Fireworks for all his fireworks needs. That way, I'll get another customer. Sound fair?
Yeah, sure thing. Though, I'm not sure if he's into fireworks or if he'll be in the mood. I suppose that depends on how this all resolves, but...
Also, it'd be nice to meet him.
It would. I'll introduce you.
I think I'll stay here. Oh, but if you wanted to chat, I'll happily oblige.
What if the Tenryo Commission causes you more trouble?
I'll kick their butts again.
Okay, but you can't fight the whole commission, can you?
I'm joking. Didn't I tell you that my family deals with the commissions quite a bit?
You did.
We have an easy enough time of it. At the worst, we'd have to apologize, smile, and pay a fine. It wouldn't be the end of the world.
That's probably good. As long as, well, keep in mind, though, that only applies as long as you don't take things too far.
You two should be careful, though. Without the same connections, you can't afford to be as reckless as me.
You mean like breaking people out of prisons? Helping foment rebellion? That kind of thing? Yeah. But I think that next time, like I said, before we get into the rest of the Archon quest in earnest, I wanted to do Venti's story quest at the minimum. Yeah. Let me know in the comments if there are any other particular ones you think I should do before the rest of that Archon quest. Maybe Hu Tao's, I don't know. Xiao's, perhaps, I don't know. But I'll definitely be doing Venti's next, I think.